Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down, Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end.
Rodgers pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On the pickup.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Got a man. It's Tonyan complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Packers.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Anthony Averett picks it. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, past the 20, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Taken down. Back at his own 7. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
This one complete to Tanyan underneath. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
At their own 44-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
The 25-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He's going to run again, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. at the 10-yard line.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to keep it again. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
For the extra point.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Packers nothing.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Rodgers. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. Touchdown, Packers! Davante Adams, 55 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Brown on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He's going to run again. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Watch twins. Hey, 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. I got one.
He's going to keep it again. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Number 21.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Up to make the tackle.
Out of the gun, they give him to Ingram. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, it's Ingram. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Jackson on the move, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
It's a loss of 9. Now second and goal at the Packers.
So after the sack here, second and 14. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Second down and goal. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for a score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Packer.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. You don't see this often. The quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
On the option, it goes to Ingram. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to run again. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
The 18-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to keep it again. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
The pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On the keeper. Intended for Miles Boykin. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
A 31-yard attempt.
And that is no good.
No good.
And this score will stay right where it is. is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out, it's not the case.
That's 36 tonight. And we got to get to the bottom. Here we go. Check 52. Check.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to let it go again. And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
We'll see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
26 Mike, bring it.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, you don't want to see me. Out. 26.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Derek Wolfe able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case,
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Patrick Queen coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up fourth. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And this is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. After the interception, here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
26, Mike. 21.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
49-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to...
And Jackson throwing once more. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. You're trash. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Come to my work. We trash.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Preston Smith giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover. Just one more score, and this game's over.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
That's the reason we ball for circle round.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Next to score, Ravens 28, Packers 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Derek Wolfe in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like that play call right after they've been sacked because they anticipated pressure again. And if you believe that, you know you've got to get the ball out of your hands quickly. That one was incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what